On the 13th of February 2023, the Masaka High Court granted two legislators, Makindye West MP Allan Ssewanyana and then Kawempe North MP Ssegirinya bail after over 500 days in custody, while they were battling murder and terrorism charges. A day after their release, the Daily Monitor published an article titled "How MPs Got Freedom." In the story, the publication indicated that Mathias Mpuuga, who was then the leader of opposition in parliament at the time, was involved in negotiations with government to ensure the release of the legislators. However, the legislator denied these. Through his lawyers, Lukwago and company advocates, Mpuuga also issued a notice of intention to sue the publication over what he called false and defamatory statements against him. He demanded that Daily Monitor retract the story and issue an apology to him and pay him 200 million shillings in compensation for the damages caused, failure of which would lead to legal proceedings against the publication. On Sunday, Mpuuga, during an address to the mourners at the official burial ceremony of former Kawempe North MP Ssegirinya, said, "The prison authorities told me he could no longer eat, yet he needed to eat in order to take his medication. So I spoke to the authorities to have him released so he could be treated outside." Today, we sought clarification from Mpuuga over the above statement.
No, I'm a lawyer. I met with the lawyers of the duo. We were in court all the way. I mean, that's the big I did as a leader, to ensure that they do not buckle, because at one time they were under a lot of pressure. It was my job to ensure that they remained strong, even when they are under very strenuous circumstances. Yeah, until the last day, when they were able to leave the jail through a very clear court process.
Mpuuga fell short of words when trying to describe what transpired during the burial.
What transpired was in the public lens, and for me, it is one of those days in infamy, and I don't know what to say. From my upbringing to my culture, my faith, it can only go down as a day in infamy in our community, and I have nothing really much to say.
Some people have pinned the government over the late Ssegirinyas death since his health started deteriorating while in prison. But what does Mpuuga make of the same?
I followed throughout his detention in Luzira, the jostling for him to be taken to Mulago, then from Chigo, again, the attempts to have him out of Chigo, to have special treatment, which was not offered in time. I contend, well, as we say, the Lord decides, but you see, we should not aid one's death by denying them timely treatment. So I contend that that could have had an impact on his body and weakened it.
Mpuuga was today interacting with leaders of the Justice Forum, JEMA, seeking a collaboration with his Democratic Alliance on matters of the constitutional, electoral and political reforms he's fronting. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.